Alright, welcome back to Not-so-Newbee Rumble 15, and yeah, welcome back to the battles as well today. We have an interesting start already with the Bloodseeker going up against the CRAM mark. The Bloodseeker with its relatively slow APS shells might struggle hitting the CRAM mark, but we'll see. Maybe its EMP missiles can balance that out. Interesting fight for sure. So yeah, CRAM mark, relatively evasive. It's probably going to dodge the first salvo. Actually, let's watch the CRAM mark. There comes the APS, which the CRAM mark actually narrowly avoids. Might have actually taken some. The CRAM in return, one shot actually missed. The other did some engine damage.
A lot of damage.
I mean, it's done decent damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, some steam pipes. Luckily not the shaft itself. Can't have something breaking the shafts. The CRAM mark is... I mean, I guess it's a lot of just external damage on the bridge here, which it's taken. Nothing like serious. And I'm not sure the Bloodseeker is firing Hash, I think.
Either Hash or Heat, I guess.
Yeah, they're either Hash or Heat, but the CRAM mark has a lot of air gaps, so it might be hard to get through that with the APS. The missiles, on the other hand, though. Yeah, the APS just bounced there. Oh, here comes the CRAM. Which, I mean, it's done some damage. It's quite an even fight at this point. Okay, can the missiles actually arc down in time? Looks like they can. But yeah, they're also only scratching the surface. That looks like a steam engine. The propellers are still turning. But yeah, with much reduced engine power, the Bloodseeker is kind of a sitting duck now. Let's see. It is... oh, it's landing a few hits every now and then. Nothing game-changing. The Bloodseeker has also lost a lot of materials, actually. So it probably got some of its material storage thrown up.
Yeah.
That shell looked like it went right in. Oh yeah, that's nasty. We've got some missile ejectors. We've got armor, a lot of it. Actually a local weapon controller. AI parts too. Oh yeah, that's actually detection cards. So that was really a nasty hit then. Must have gone like right in here and hollowed this part of the ship out basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Bloodseeker may not be able to fire its missiles anymore, which were the best shot it had at damaging the CRAM mark prior to this. The Seawiz is chiming in now as well, doing some chip damage. Huh. And yeah. Ironically, the battle damage the Bloodseeker sustained makes it harder to kill now, because it's just so low in the water.
And it's fighting CRAM.
Yeah. It's basically a submarine at this point. Oh, that one didn't bounce. The bow is still holding up though. Also, that just pierced straight through the bridge here. Whoever was on there probably had a bad day. Did the Bloodseeker... It's not AI dead. It just stopped aiming for some reason.
Maybe damage to the wireless transmitter.
Yeah, possibly. Either way, the guns are not really fighting anymore. The Seamus is trying still, so we'll continue.
And that went through the bridge again.
Yeah. Poor people on that bridge. They will not be coming home. Well, they might still be because the shots just pass through all the time.
Yeah.
We are seeing one of the issues with Kram. It just somehow manages to not kill after crippling. Oh, although that one was nasty. That one's straight. That just went straight under. The duality of Kram. Miss or lethal damage.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's almost chopped it in half.
Yeah. And that's a miss.
Yeah, there we go again. Kram does it. Oh, the Bloodseeker's kind of doing its dramatic death rollover thing. It didn't even play its battle music this time, the Bloodseeker. I've just realized.
Oh, isn't it because of the Discord link stuff thing, or that's separate?
It may be because of that actually, yeah. Not sure.
Yeah.
Oh. Those CRAMs probably run the time fuse instead of a contact fuse then, looking at that last one. Yeah.
Mine, I usually use time fuse as well. Time after impact.
Time after impact, yeah, but these seem to be just normal time fuse. Oh, that's half the ship gone.
Yeah. Goodbye, Bloodseeker.
Actually, yeah, that's probably thumbnail material right there. Getting a ship split in half.
And there it goes.
There it goes, yeah. Poof. It put up a fight. Let's say that much. Well, on to the next battle. The Times New Roman against the Insanity. Let's see how this one's going to go. What are you doing in there? That ship's not supposed to be there. So, we'll ignore that. The Times New Roman.
Okay.
Guess I'll save that into the wrong folder. I'll have to move it after the stream. Against
Is that one of your?
Yeah, that's one of my ships. It's definitely not made for Newbee Rumble. It's a submarine. It's way too expensive for Newbee Rumble. Definitely not Newbee Rumble material. Okay, so the Insanity was pretty good at killing metal and shit with its sap frag guns. And this is a lot of wood, so this should be food for the Insanity's guns. Question is, can the Insanity survive CRAMs? Knowing the general issues of narrow ship designs, we'll have to see. It gets lucky this time. Kram misses. And here comes the next salvo. Oh, that's one turret out of commission.
Yeah. Did the diffs in the Times New Roman ever fire once?
The diffs? I just saw them fly under, yeah. They
Okay.
do fire. Every now and then.
They are just harder to see because they are.
Yeah. They're underwater, so it's hard to see. We can watch them for a moment.
Yeah.
Although the Insanity seems to have taken some big damage from down. I have actually no idea if these diffs are going to go off at this angle. There we go.
Well, there they go.
And they actually popped the turret as well.
This
Speaking
can
of
be.
popping turrets, there's not many left to pop.
Yeah. Diff can be pretty strong if it hits the right place.
Yeah, that's why we kind of didn't take in the diff for this, after all. There they were again. See, there's one of them actually. The diff with its, I don't know how many hash, or yeah, I think it was hash guns. Just casually, like, one-shotting most ships. We've had some fun testing battles with it though. See bonus battles for that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, of course.
My
Yes.
own ship uses diff, but not a lot.
Yeah,
Not nearly compared to the diff.
the diffs alone were enough to win against the XS-42 for you though. They did it
I
when your
remember that
turrets
one.
couldn't turn.
Yeah, I watched that one. Hash can be pretty. Large caliber hash is pretty deadly.
Yeah, large caliber hash is lethal. Okay, so any functional weapons left on the Insanity? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just call it at that. This front gun, yeah, no, it's not gonna fire anything. It's been severed. So,
It
yeah.
may still have full gauge, but it's not going to fire.
Yeah, it hasn't fired in a long time anyways. So we'll just speed things up a bit, end the battle here, and move on to the next one. Which would be the Lau Saulun against the Renoster. Not a CRAM battle. Well, not actually a CRAM battle. The Renoster was equipped with a laser, if I remember correctly. There's the Lau Saulun. And the Renoster. Yeah, so the Lau Saulun was equipped with CRAMs. The Renoster has its laser and missiles.
It's a shame it's a shame the Lau Saulun is painted in fleet colors, so we can't see its true colors.
Yeah, that is true. I know, I always just paint in normal colors. Although that's
same.
just habit from me.
Same. I used to paint my stuff in fleet colors, but I gave up. My ships don't even use the same colors. They each one have their own different colors, so yeah.
Yeah. Then it makes even more sense to not be using fleet colors. I mean, mine are using the same colors, they're just not really reliant on fleet colors because I just copy the colors over from one ship to another usually.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so the Lau Saulun fired its Kram barrage, a full barrage at that too, and barely did anything. How? I guess the laser must have weakened the shield severely. The Lau Saulun isn't taking much damage in return either though, so I guess there's that.
The Lau Saulun only has like 6 guns.
Yeah, it's got... Well, that's better than the 4 guns the last design from 55 had. So...
Yeah. The 4 guns that barely did anything.
Yeah, the 4 guns that barely basically not even fire. I think this spaced armor right here is actually kind of helping the guns out a lot. It's making them
It is.
rather tanky. And yeah, a lot of smoke
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, recently in another tournament I suffered from the same problem. 2 fuel guns, only
Yeah.
6 crams as well. Lot bigger, but yeah, it didn't work.
Oh, that cram
Oh, that's a
worked though.
laser.
That's a lot of laser pumps.
Yeah,
Where'd that enter? That must have entered like around this hole, ain't it? I think it actually went in near the laser turret somewhere. But I'm not sure.
I think it was up
Oh,
there.
over here.
Yeah,
It's this hole actually. Okay. So it actually went in here and exploded above the laser, ripping it out in the process.
seemed like.
Yeah, that's painful. That's completely severed the system in half too, which is going to really hinder both the lance and the normal laser. In fact, the laser isn't even firing at all. So maybe that took out the main block of the laser system. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yeah, but it's weakened.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's gonna be a lot weaker, that's for sure. Which makes it less likely to stop the next volley of cram shells. That's like the other thing to consider with this too. Here it comes. Again, going into a similar spot.
And the laser turret's dead.
Is it dead or is it just... It should have the angle,
I
so
don't-
it's actually dead, yeah.
Yeah. Also, that main gun is very weird choice of shell, to be honest.
Isn't it like 18mm heat or something? 18mm?
Yeah, I think it is. I already used low caliber shells.
Yeah.
It was 30mm sable, not here, but yeah, 30mm sable is better than 18mm
Yeah, 18
hit.
millimeter heat is... I mean, it's useful for like killing extremely under-armored things that just can't stop anything. But you can kill those with like any gun.
Yeah. In which a sable thing would be much better.
Yeah, Sabo is just, especially at low calibers, a lot more flexible than 18mm heat.
Yeah.
18mm heat just being so limited to a very specific design type that Sabo guns could probably also deal with if they're so low caliber. Hope the Kram's missing. Kram moment. There it goes. And that one bounced. Right, so the Renoster isn't fighting back. Do we just end the battle then and call it a day?
I guess.
Actually,
I don't think
no, never mind, we don't
it's-
even need to. The AI just
Oh.
died.
Yeah.
The Lau Saulun made it a lot easier. So Lau Saulun wins. Congratulations. And yeah, on to the next battle. That one being... Oh, we finally get to see the Dark Timber. I've been waiting for this one, honestly.
Oh, that's the big cram thing, right?
The big wooden slab with Kram, yeah. The Dark Timber going up against the Anaconda Mark II.
Oh, this one
This
will
one's
be
gonna be...
interesting.
Well, it's not necessarily going to be great. The Timber takes a while to reload.
But will be interesting.
Yeah, interesting nonetheless. So the Anaconda, we are all familiar with it at this point. It's got its guns all over the place. And... Well, the Dark Timber... Yeah.
Long.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quadruple CRAM turrets, although I think they're all relatively low packing CRAMs. Still, that's a ton of them.
32 CRAM.
There is a ton of shells flying.
Oh, and they love that stagger fire.
Yeah, that's some staggering going on indeed. First few hits. Didn't do much, of course, but... well... I think the guns now take about 60 seconds to reload. So, go grab a snack, drink some coffee or something like that, because this wait's gonna take a moment. Oh, the back turrets are coming in. They actually popped at least one turret on the Anaconda.
Yeah.
The Anaconda, on the other hand, is just spamming out its missiles and torpedoes, which are doing quite good damage on the Dark Timber, honestly. Being made entirely out of wood makes it kind of weak against all this chemical damage heading towards it. All the explosive torpedoes, shells, missiles.
But it also makes it very good at floating.
Yeah, it makes it very good at floating, yeah. And fairly resilient to just penetration shells, I guess. Because wherever you hit, it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna be wasting your
unless
damage.
You hit a gun. Yeah, unless you hit a gun.
Yeah, but that's... there's a lot of guns.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Anaconda, at this point, it's
Lots
still
of
kind of an
armor.
even fight.
Yeah,
Honestly.
but Anaconda is down to one basically.
Yeah, it's down to one gun and its torpedo spam.
And the missiles. I
And
guess.
the simple weapons, I guess. Oh. I never mentioned the simple weapons. Forget about them. Oh, never mind, they survived. Oh, apart from
Some
one.
of them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Anaconda is falling behind at this point. Now we just gonna wait again. I really should get myself something to drink. But that'll take longer than reload. So, oh, there it goes. That's actually hitting the missiles. Or some of them at least. Yeah.
And miss.
And oh, that hits.
That hit,
Chops
but
off like
not a lot.
3 metal pieces.
Yeah. Probably a damaged CRAM too. Because
Yeah.
it's out of sync.
A lot of CRAMs are probably damaged at this point. But the sheer number still leads up to some pretty decent damage when they don't do that.
And the Anaconda is almost out of armaments.
Yeah, the Anaconda doesn't have much in terms of weapons. It's got its front torpedoes, which they're quite sizable.
I think the big gun is down. I haven't seen it.
The big gun,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a barrel left, but I don't think it's going to be working.
Yeah, and it's severed.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be firing anytime soon. So it's basically down to missiles and firing simple weapons at this point. The torpedoes in the bow don't seem to want to fire. Oh, here comes another set. Aiming for the stern is probably the worst thing it could do here, honestly.
Because it's in the water.
Yeah. Hitting the bow, though, I think I just saw a local weapon controller fly out, which indeed belonged to these. The torpedoes on the bow are out of commission.
No.
Okay, so where are these missiles coming from now? Oh, from back here. So it might actually have to aim for those next. So while we wait, I don't know. Anything interesting happened the last few days to weeks? I mean, last week I've been on my internship for a potential new job after my volunteer year. I'd say it went pretty well. I'll have to hear what the answer is for that application.
Oh.
Oh,
I haven't. Nothing much on my side, to be honest. I have been building nothing in front of depths, but outside that, yeah. Not
oh yeah. Well,
heavy cruise.
a heavy cruiser, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick return to the battle. I think this is an AI transmitter, which
Yeah, it
is
is.
bad news. The Anaconda doesn't have its AI gone, but the gun stopped aiming, at least the main gun. The
And
secondaries still seem to be trying.
I think the simple weapons are down as well.
I
At
mean, this
least
one's
two
still
of them.
trying.
Yeah. Maybe it has separate AI for that.
Yes. It won't make sense to have separate AI for them, to be honest. They're more like secondary guns.
Yeah.
At least in my book.
I mean, I think they are intended as secondaries. They are in game classified as casemates.
Yeah. I mean, they are casemates.
Yeah.
I used them for some ships at some point already. It's been a long time since I last, like, made use of them properly, though. The
Yeah, I think
Anaconda
I have
is...
one.
Oh, the Anaconda
Is
actually had 80% in sinking.
Yeah, I think I have one ship with the casemates, but they're mostly decorative.
Yeah,
But it's
that's mostly the thing with those simple weapons. They're a lot of decoration and nothing else.
I mean, there's
This...
some that work, I guess.
Yeah, true, but like at least the AA guns that I usually put on my ships, they're very much just decorative and not
Yeah.
really for being good. Huh. Next up, we've got the Unlucky against the ChiBC. So you get to see your own ship
Get wrecked.
in a predicament.
Probably. Yeah. I think my favorite simple weapon is the 6mm uh, grenade launcher. It's not very good, but I like it.
Yeah. It's a fun little thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so the annoying noise creation. We'll keep a bit of distance to that. Good thing the ChiBC is a kiting ship. We'll stick with it.
Where was that salvo aim at that?
Yeah, that's CRAM for you. The first shots just they're going somewhere. We don't know where exactly. Whoever finds out why CRAM does that, please contact me. I need to know too. Oh, right, yeah, the Unlucky's main gun is just C-Wiz too.
Yeah. That's why it's so good against CRAM, because
Yeah.
series.
I mean, it wouldn't even need that, to be honest. It's... Oh,
Yeah.
that CRAM got through. I wonder how much damage that did.
Not a lot, seems.
I mean, yeah, it didn't chop off a lot of blocks, but... Is there any, like, heavy armor in there? I know heavy armor is, like, the innermost layers around the gun.
Don't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it, yeah. Sadly.
Probably was very weakened when it got through.
Yeah. Maybe the diff can save the day, though. Oh, that
Maybe.
just deleted a lot of wood. I should probably... I don't know if YouTube doesn't like memes on this ship. I'll just say I didn't make any of these. Yeah, the CRAMs are just all getting shot down. It's Kind of depressing, honestly. But the Unlucky did take damage at least. So that's something.
Yeah, probably mostly from the diffs than the crams, because crams are getting damaged and doing almost nothing.
Yeah. The crabs are just all getting destroyed at this point.
Yeah.
Here come some diffs.
I went more with volume of fire than heavy crams with mine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I doubt even a heavy cram would get through the unlucky very from far away like this.
Yeah, from far away like that. I mean, was it actually the Times New Roman that managed to get through at some point? It won against the Unlucky, I think, with crams. But it got a lot closer, of course. And
Yeah,
survived a lot better.
yeah. I think from far away, I doubt any cram ship can win against the unlucky.
Yeah.
Because that.
There's just too much power put into defense as well. Unless maybe if you had all your crams fire at exactly the same time, maybe it would struggle intercepting them all.
Maybe, but I doubt it because it would just do damage in area and damage all of them at once.
I don't think it does
Which would be
area
worth
damage
it.
actually, it's kinetic shells. And I'm not sure if fragments do damage to shells nowadays, I don't think they do.
I don't think so, yeah. Forgot.
So that's... I'm not sure if they do these days. I'm really not up to date with what the stand is on that. But
Yeah, I don't remember, but I don't think so from what I heard.
okay, so yeah. Basically, it can only kill one shell at a time. If you throw enough at it, it can't stop it all.
Yeah.
The ChiBC is turning into a submarine. It is going to kill submarine for the motherland.
Which is a bit weird because that thing is mostly it's mostly alloy, but it has some metal, so yeah.
I guess. Maybe it pushed itself under with its propellers or something. Because it just tilted
Probably.
down.
Yeah.
Well, shall we do one more battle? That should be enough for the stream.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, we've got the Volca against the Shox. The Volca usually doesn't take that long. Either it dies because it's made out of wood, or it kills. Plus, we get to see mortar action again.
Oh yeah, mortar action.
Where's the Volca? It's here.
I know mortar can be pretty strong, but only one with max detection.
Yeah,
and
max not auto
mortar
detect
spam.
is... Yeah, you need max not
Yeah,
auto
auto
detect,
detect.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
But there
spam
are
mortars
some.
at least.
Yeah, there are some turnies that run on auto detection.
Yeah, a lot of them actually,
yeah.
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 Let's see, maybe these hit. Believers, rise up. Okay, so I've stopped believing in these shells actually. They're going a bit wide.
Bit over.
They kind of... Oh, one of them actually landed.
One hit.
One of them hit.
I saw that.
Here they go again.
And now it's close range brawl.
Yeah, this is just beating it out. The Shox is down one turret, from the looks of things. Yeah, that's painful.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda got penetrated up here too. The Volca is also down a turret. Although that turret is still firing.
But not fast to pen, probably.
Yeah, not going to pen anything with those shells, of course. This is a very even fight. Somehow. And a very fast fight at that. Close range, brawling action. Oh! That's that gun out.
Yeah. I think this is my favorite type of battle, to be honest. Like just two ships slugging it out at close range.
Yeah, honestly, I like this sort of fight, and I like it in many a game. I like it in like World of Warships or Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts too.
Yeah,
It's just fun.
yeah. Another day I was playing uh, War on the Sea. It was a chaos because mine and the enemy fleet spawned like side by side, and the two fleets just destroyed each other.
Oh yeah, that sounds like actual chaos then.
Yeah,
I mean, in Ultimate Admiral, if you get to this sort of range, it's usually just that whoever has more small caliber secondaries and the better fire chance wins.
yeah.
Because the
War
other
on the
person
Seas.
just burns.
Yeah, War on the Seas not exactly like that because it's based on the Guadalcanal campaign, so you have realistic ships fighting realistic ships, not whatever monstrosity you can build in UAD.
Yeah, UAD has some very funky designs at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and torpedoes do a lot of damage in War on the Sea.
Oh yeah, torpedoes.
Yeah,
I don't know, do they do damage in UAD? I guess to like cruisers, they somehow just blow
they
those
do.
out of the water like crazy. But
Yeah,
anything else, they don't really. Like
yeah. They
destroyers
don't.
just straight up ignore torpedoes.
I remember one very unlucky case where my battle cruiser got hit by a torpedo and it just exploded.
I'm I'm usually getting fairly lucky with my battlecruisers not exploding. I mean, last campaign I've had in like 2 months ago, I've been running battleships with 17% flash fire chance and upwards of that.
Yeah,
They've not exploded.
my last time I played, uh, what did they lose? Lost like three battle cruisers to flash fire, and one of my battleships, like it had four. This one was funny. It had five turrets. Out of its five, four went boom, and the ship survived.
Oh, goddamn.
Cause I don't know how, but it did.
A lot of flash fires. I don't think I've had any flash fires in my last campaign. Then again, I don't know. Maybe nation kind of affects it. The British might have more of them. I'm almost
Yeah,
just.
I usually play with the British,
Damn, I didn't. I just guessed that, but
but
yeah, I'm
yeah,
playing
but
with
I don't know
Germany
if
and they just don't get flash fires most of the
yeah,
time.
I don't know if the nation affects or not.
I'm really not sure on that either. Oh, there we go. AI did. It's a bit odd sometimes. Like running 23% flash fire chances and not exploding is just crazy sometimes.
Yeah,
Then again, then I run into like an AI design with 9-inch turrets on a battle cruiser, hit it with a singular torpedo and it just blows.
yeah.
So yeah.
UAD being UAD, I guess.
Yeah, it's got some issues with the battle balancing, I guess.
Yeah, and there's that time when you sent like one battleship against a lot of things and it just ignores damage.
Yeah, battleships in UAD in general are just pretty good in a lot of cases. Like, you can
Yeah,
kill them with fire, that's one reliable way I've found them to be killed by.
yeah, but except that, not a lot.
You can, I mean, you can hit it with like 20 torpedoes on the full broadside to flood it out too. Anything
Yeah,
else, good luck.
yeah.
Right. I mean, we could do another battle too. So we have the Kaladome in, the other mortar design.
Oh, Kaladome versus what again? The Resolve.
Yeah, the
I think.
Kaladome against the Resolve refit. We can do that. I mean, I don't have any like internships or anything else special next week, so I can actually stream for a bit longer again.
Okay.
So the Kaladome Resolve. Resolve somewhere way down here. Just Renoster, there's a Resolve. Yeah, so UAD. Quite fun. I should start a new campaign on that at some point. Maybe I'll actually record that one too.
Yeah, I have like what? I have UAD, Airships Conquer the Skies, and Rule the Waves 3 that I haven't played in a while. I have to go back to playing that.
I've not really played a lot of games recently. Well, of course, last week I wasn't even at home at all. Or the last 2 weeks actually, because living with my mother for a week was just saving me like half an hour of driving to work and back.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, those Rule the Waves 3, I haven't played it a lot, but it's basically UAD but 2D. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, that sounds nice. UAD but 2D. Something
And it's also turn-based instead of combat like UAD, but very similar.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
With UAD you just have your control over the vehicles themselves, which sometimes leads to me going a bit nuts on micromanaging everything. And battles actually just play out in full real time for me.
Through the Waves 3, it's very slow, so you usually play not on real time, but there's a very interesting mechanic that you control the flagship and its group, and the other ships act on their own. But if a ship loses sight of the flagship, they will act according what you do to the flagship. But if they lose sight of the flagship, they just do whatever because they can't see the signals the flagship is sending to them.
Oh, cool. So they just basically go rogue.
Yeah, not exactly rogue, but like they act on their own. You can't control them.
Okay, so that's also interesting then.
Yeah,
that's actually a very
very
interesting mechanic.
Yeah, which actually happened a lot in World War One because
like
signals.
Actually, like long distance radio communication wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah,
you still had to give like signal lights or use signals. It looks like the Kaladome's losing this one. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna say that already.
I guess it missed most of its shots.
Yeah, the mortars kind of just all missed.
And that missile hits nothing.
Yeah, the missiles and the pack underneath the Resolve too. That
no,
pack.
I mean the Kaladome's missile hits nothing.
Oh yeah, the Kaladome missile is just... it doesn't do much. You didn't want to fix it though, I gave him a chance.
Yeah, it's like constantly off target.
Yeah, I think it's mostly because the missiles, again, just doesn't have the controller on the spin block itself, so it doesn't lead properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there it goes.
Well, that was a quick one as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick one. Shall we do the last battle of this round for the winners brackets then as well? Might as well, to be honest. The ICF The Fire against the Righteous by Hey Nobody. Let's see.
I don't remember what the ICF is.
The ICF, actually a new entry. The ICF should be somewhere around. There's the ICF, Ironclad Foundries The Fire.
Okay.
So that's a Champions entry, and the Righteous should be, there it is.
The Righteous is the front side thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the front side APS missile. That's not really an air. going to narrow it down much, of course.
Yeah.
So let's just take a look at it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Righteous.
that thing. Yeah, I remember it.
That one's been in for round 1. The ICF has not. Let's see how this
Wide.
goes. It's quite a
It's a
wide
wide
thing,
ship.
yeah. Made by Coffee Zombie, the person who once blessed us with the RAM set for, I believe it was Newbee Rumble 11 actually, the first one I recorded.
I think that was like the one Newbie Rumble. If I remember right, I entered Newbie Rumble 10, I think, and then 11 I didn't.
Oh yeah.
On 10, I used my monitor, the Sirius. It like had one big CRAM and lots of simple apples and deck guns. It wasn't very good, but it was fun.
Fun is a lot. That's neat. I don't know. I think I started recording at Newbie Rumble 11. Actually, I can go back and check. What?
Yeah, I don't remember which one was.
I mean, it was the last rule set Joshi uploaded that I recorded for. I think. Yeah, 11. The last
then
normalized run, actually, so the predecessor to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I participated on 10 and then not on the other.
Yeah.
And then I came back on the 12 with the Valorum.
12. Wasn't that Buoyancy or was that... I'm not
It
sure.
was Buoyancy, yes. It was the one
Yeah,
with the
Buoyancy.
airships.
And 13 was just double budget. 14 was sub vehicles. Yeah, there's been a few Newbie Rumbles.
Yeah. I wonder which one will be the next Newbie Rumble.
Right, yeah, we've had the vote going on for that. Currently leading is... Well, we still have that vote going on. Airship Edition is currently actually in the lead.
Oh, it was the one I think I suggested.
Yeah, that's your suggestion. So, yeah, for the YouTube people that only watch the videos, Newbie Rumble Airship Edition. Would that be interesting or not? Because I think that's very much a possible thing to be doing. Should be realizable.
I like airships.
It should be more than doable, to be honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, airships is mostly just ships with... A lot of people
Present,
use updrops anyways. So, like, yeah, see, updrops here. Let's see if the
Mine?
ICF...
Mine has a props as well, but they are mostly just to keep it level.
Yeah.
I don't like relying on the props, to be honest, because reasons. You lose your engine and the entire ship sinks.
Yeah. I'm much more of a normal, natural floater builds person. Mine usually don't sink. Usually.
Yeah, my ships are usually made to float naturally, and then I use up props to keep them level or on the waterline I want.
Yeah. That's kind of what I do. I mostly just utilize the normal forward propulsion for keeping them level. Just ACBing them to basically pitch those back props in a way that rights the ship.
Yeah, fair enough. I just don't do that because I like my ships to be level when they are stocked as well. So
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Usually mine don't roll that much these days. I've had more issues with that.
Yeah, I think my last ship with a lot of roll issues was, I think it was one of my light cruisers.
Huh.
Because it was very thin, so it couldn't keep up when it turned.
Oh yeah, makes sense. I guess the Z5 sometimes runs into some issues still, being 13 meters wide only. Guess this battle's taking a long time.
I remember I was back when rudders, the simple rudders, actually each one you had their own force.
Oh yeah,
I use it to have simple rudders to keep the ship not rolling instead of
speaking of,
propellers. Yeah.
we found some.
Yeah, I used to have simple rudders instead of propellers to make the ship not roll, but it led to some very funny things if you configured them wrong and the ship just capsized completely
Yeah,
because it was just so strong.
they were extremely powerful back in the day, I remember, yeah. Back then I had the large custom rudder, smallest decoration, and just had like 3 of these things to actually turn the ship.
Say,
Which
today I use it mostly propellers to turn.
I'm still kind of traditional in that sense that I still have the normal large custom rudders, usually. I don't know, I just like conventional ships like that.
Yeah, fair enough. I just don't like the large rudder because the drag they cause make the ship slow down.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. My ships drop by like 10 meters a second from like 40 to 30 when they turn.
Yeah, and that's especially bad thing with long ships because they are long, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of drag.
And you take
And
a long time to turn too.
yeah, and off, oh no, but most of my ships are very long, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean mine are too, they have very realistic proportions, let's say.
hmm Yeah, M most of mine are based on British ships. So my light cruiser is based on the Arethusa class. My heavy cruisers, the one I'm building is based on the County. The one I already have is based on the Exeter. My battle cruiser is based on Repulse and etc.
Yeah. I kinda just mostly look for weapon layouts on ships. So at some point I saw something with like 5 triple turrets and decided that's fun. I'm not sure if it was Mogami or Venezia from World of Warships.
I
Either way
know
though, yeah.
Brooklyn also has
Yeah.
5 triple turrets.
Yeah, but that one has like one aiming right at its own bridge, which I don't usually do, so I'm more of pointing everything the right direction person. I mean,
I had one ship that was based, the layout was based on Agincourt, but it was much bigger and bigger guns.
oh yeah,
But
that thing had a lot of turrets too. Or the Fuso
7
class.
turrets.
The
Yeah, but
Fuso's
Agincourt
of
had more
6.
than.
Yes, Anaconda had one more, yeah.
I just like that thing. It's just what if gun.
Yeah, what if? More guns though.
Yeah, the Agincourt I think has 7 dual turrets. Then it has 20 152 millimeter secondaries and 10 76 millimeter secondaries. So yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of shells it's throwing out. Another one that just
yeah.
shits out a ton of shells is the Lyon, the French Tier 7 battleship in World of Warships.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That thing had like 4 quads.
Yeah. That thing has a lot of shells.
I mean, I guess it's only a design, it wasn't really built, I'm not sure.
It was designed but not built. Yeah.
Yeah, but throwing 16 shells is kind of hilarious, honestly.
hmm The Agincourt, it's actually an interesting story. It was supposed to be built for Brazil, to be honest. It was supposed to be the third of the Minas Gerais class, but then Argentina and Chile, I think, built their own battleships that were stronger. So Brazil just ordered modified design that will become the Agincourt.
Yeah.
But they ran out of budget and sold to Turkey, and the UK just, yeah, no, this ship's ours now.
Yeah, that's a lot of naval ships actually just never got sold to the nation they were supposed to be sold to.
Yeah.
Similar stories like that all over the world. I know.
Hmm.
Oh,
And most of them involves either the British or the Italians,
yeah.
usually.
The nations that sold a lot of ships, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Italians selling ships. It's kind of hilarious how the Italians, especially like building up for World War II, kind of evolved to race with the French for who has the fastest ships.
Yeah. And to be honest, they had pretty good ships, both of them.
Yeah.
It's just that shells weren't very good for both of them.
Especially Italy. Didn't they have like multiple different companies building those shells too?
Yeah, I think so. Like, their aiming was superb. If I remember right, in one of the battles, the Italian battleship straddled a British battleship in the first salvo, but then it managed to not hit it because shells.
Yeah. Just very odd choices at some point. Still, a Roma
Yeah,
class for the Italians was, or the Veneto class, I guess, would be the correct one. It
yeah,
was a pretty, I mean, it was pretty ships too. Pretty
yeah.
effective, pretty looking.
And I'm sorry, but I think of the World War II battleships with 15-inch guns, the Bismarck was the worst of them because it was just too big.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obese.
Yeah,
Very obese at that. They should have just
yeah,
taken the Gneisenau, to be honest, and gave it the refit it has in World of Warships with like three 15-inch guns.
mhm, yeah. What did the Germans? Why did they decide to just make fat ship?
I don't know. Big. Bigger is better.
Yeah, like the Scharnhorst was a very good design, but then why?
It just expanded. I don't know why
Yeah,
they'd go with something that large. But yeah, the Shanos were pretty nice designs, I guess. They were narrow, they were fast,
yeah.
they
Well,
were
I think I go
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's the battle's over anyways. We're just talking on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll end the video here too. So yeah,
Okay.
goodbye.